After Louisiana, we're going to work our way across to Austin in Texas. I've been told that Austin is a pretty good town to go to. Let's move you around a bit. I just lost a book off the table. Move you around a bit here. You can see that we'll be moving over. This is Dallas. So around about here, I think Austin is somewhere here. There's Houston. Austin is right there. And so we'll spend a few days in Austin, bit of downtime. You can see we're trying to do a few days in one place, a few days in another, bit of downtime in between. From Austin we're going to drive, we're going to spend a week basically crossing Texas, going up the Rio Grande, and through El Paso, across New Mexico, until we end up the southern part of the Rockies. And then we're going to work our way up through the whole mountain region, going to the Grand Canyon, which will be fantastic. And by now we're getting well into the mid of October. Be around the Grand Canyon, something like... Well, actually, it's going to be much later than that. It's going to be more like the end of October by the time we get there. Probably do a side trip to Las Vegas, and then after Vegas I would expect us to fly or drive, still a bit of a moot point, heading north, maybe Salt Lake City, maybe we'll be going west, almost certainly be going to Reno, fancy going to Reno, a little bit of poker. After that we'll be heading right across to the west coast, San Francisco for a few days, R&R, and then spend the last week driving down the coast. Of course, one of the things I'm really looking forward to in the last week that we're in America is it's going to be the federal election, national election. Fantastic. Looking forward to finding a party on election day. Should be great. And every single step of the way I'm going to be taking my digital camera, I'll be taking my laptop and my little Logitech camera on top, so hopefully I'll be able to share a lot of the experiences with you. It'll be a real mix of uploading photos, videos and a bit of commentary like this. 70 days, I reckon about 19 states we should be crossing. I am using a few guides. I can tell you that this book, which is the MTV Road Trips USA, is written by and for Americans, but there's some fantastic facts in there. I'm sorry, Lonely Planet, I know you're Australian, but really for me Rough Guides do the business, and Rough Guides USA is my Bible. I just, I've used Rough Guides all over the world, and this is no exception. There's just facts in there that suit me. Obviously, choice is up to you. The other one that I've got here is the United States on the road, which is, it's a fairly good guide actually. It gives you a lot of lowdown. It's like a cross between the Rough Guide, which tells you a lot about America. It gives you some interesting facts, but it also mixes up the way that you're gonna have a look at the country, which is interesting. And the final one, which I've got just for the wow factor, it's actually a book that I got given by some friends of mine, and this is called Make the Most of Your Time on Earth, which is a rough guide to the world. But they've got a few great chapters on America. There's some great chapters all over the world actually that just make you want to go travelling. This is a good book to have. And given that the second week that we're in the States, I'm in New York City, thanks to Jay for lending us this book as well, which is our AA City Pack Guide. So between all of those, I reckon we've got a fairly good plan of what we're seeing and doing. If you can hear music in the background, this is Melanie Safka, who for me is the greatest hippie singer of all time. And I do have booked already tickets to go and see her performing just north of Nashville in September, and it's going to be one of the highlights of the trip for me. So I invite you to join us by watching, join us by commenting, have a look at the videos, have a look at the photos, which no doubt will go up on Flickr, and there'll be a link there later when I get around to doing it. I've got 2 weeks to go, haven't packed yet, haven't really thought about it, but very much looking forward to going, trip of a lifetime. Please do join in. And if you live or you work or you're going to be around any of the places in the timelines that I've stated as I'm going, feel free to drop in, come and join me, let's go out for a beer somewhere, let's go and see your local place. I'm really interested in getting to meet people that live and work in America and getting a genuine American experience rather than that traditional tourist experience. I believe Americans are one of the most open people on the earth. and I think that 70 days in a country full of open people who are willing to bring down the barriers and open up to you and talk to you is the sort of experience that can change someone's life. And even though I haven't done it yet, I'm going to thoroughly recommend it to anybody out there. I think travelling is where it's at, and after all, I am living overseas from my homeland, and I absolutely love it, and I highly recommend it to anybody who has got the gumption to do it. And anyone who has got any nagging doubts about thinking about doing it, just give it a go. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. Thank you for listening, and hopefully you'll be coming back in 2 weeks' time, and we'll start the journey together. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.